So here she is, old Bronco. Pretty decent shape. Fuel tank's out of it. It's been sitting a while. Fuel pump's burned up. You can see it now, it's melted. Good spare, no rust. Got a visor, I dig that. It's got some cold air induction on the hood. It's different. Looks like it had some paint on the grill at one point. I've got a grill for that. I did scuff it up a little bit. But if you know anything about Broncos, this is where I look, right here. They seem to be really bad about rusting out the rear quarters and all that. Let me see if I can get you underneath here. Seems to be pretty solid. So that's what I was looking for in one. Let's get to the inside here. It's got a whole bunch of stuff going on in here. Ashtray maybe. Glasses holder. Another glasses holder. Mirror. It's got a peep mirror on the other side. Some sort of radio or something. CB holder. It's got a little CB. Pretty neat old rig. Dash pad's in good shape. All the interior is here. Back seat's in good shape. Driver's seat's in really nice shape. Looks to be original paint. Even the door panel is pretty decent. It's got one screw here. No rot on the tailgate. This quarter here is pretty decent. I don't see no rust anywhere. Harley mud flap, I like that. Best part, all the bolts for the tank. Tank was already pulled. So, good project. Okay, got the sending unit out. Take these two screws off right here. Cut your positive sad. The new one here, put that in. Pop this in. Okay, so I took the guts out of the new pump so far. It was just a Phillips head, but on this one here, it's a Torx bit. And this is a driver for an OBS injection control module, what's usually on the fender. So it's a good thing I got this here with me because it is the same size. Okay, got the OEM one out. You can see when you go down to your parts store, buy a Chinese pump, this is basically all they're doing. Just replacing that, putting a new housing with the sock, and then they're doing a top piece that doesn't fit. So I'll see if I can make this work. Okay, I got it here. Ports are in. New fuel pump. Just got to wire these up to here, and then it should be good to go in. Okay. Got the tank part way up. Let's see if I can get a good spot. You can see the fuel lines up in here. So what I did, I propped the tank up on the driver's side first, put the filler neck up over the frame rail, then Got that routed correctly. Got it close so I can put this rollover vent back in. And then I've got enough room now. I've got the tank where it's got to go. I'm gonna jack it up. I've got the wiring harness or the fuel pump running up over that cross member right here. And I'm gonna get it all the way up into place, reach my hand up over the cross member and hook up the 2 fuel lines to go to the sending unit. And then jack the tank all the way up right where it's got to go with the skid plate on and bolt it in. See if it works. Okay, here we are underneath the Bronco, and I just replaced these fuel line retaining clips to go on the inside. They can go just one way, just like this. So when you push it on, it will lock it onto the nipple of the fuel sending unit. So in case you destroy these taking them out, they do make a kit. Dorman makes a kit, and I will post the part number for that below. They weren't too bad to get once you figured out the part number. They're not under any certain vehicle. So they have a kit with 6 of them. I think it's 3 different sizes. This is going to be the smallest size. So now I need to get this, put it back up over top, pop it onto the fuel sending unit. Okay, I'm doing the fuel filter on this one. I've already got this side off. You want to take one of these fuel line disconnect tools. This is 5/16, and push it inside. Get it to where it just about bottoms out. Wiggle it around, try to push this back and forth, and then you can pull it off. We'll put this one back on. It's got a little bit of old fuel in it. There it goes. So what that does is it opens those clips up in there so you can take it off. All right, fuel tank's in. New fuel pump, fuel filter. Put 2 gallons in there. I'm gonna see if I've got any pressure on the fuel rail up here. See if I got any pressure up here in the fuel rail. Little valve stem looking thing. I'm just gonna poke that with a key or something. But before I do that, I do have to hook up the battery. Okay. Battery's got juice. Let's see if the fuel pump does anything. It's quiet. I'll cycle it a couple times. Okay. Pickup keys. See if we got anything here. A little bit. Yep, getting fuel up there. I did bring a fuel pressure regulator, which is back here, the end of the fuel rail, right where that red vacuum hose is going to. You know what? I do have a fuel pressure tester kit with me. I'm going to put it on there and see what's going on, what it's reading at. Disconnect this battery here for now. Cables are good and warm. All right, so this is what I got. It's a regular Harbor Freight one. Spin it on here. Oh, I got lots of pressure now. I don't think that valve stem thing was doing anything, but it's showing 40 right off the bat. Let's see if we can tie that off. cables back up. Crank on it and see what it's going to read here. Okay, key on, 48. Okay, I'm gonna take the camera off so I can watch that. Well, let me show you what I have going on over here. Got a whole bunch of accessory wires, CB lights, all sorts of stuff. Then I have this disconnect box here, which is the red going in, has the red going in. There's two black coming out, one that doesn't go anywhere. So who knows, but it is showing that I've got fuel pressure now, which the pump was melted, so that's good. I'm wondering if starting to wonder if the fuel injectors are stuck open. I better check that battery too. I've got another one with me. This is the one out of the super cab. It has not been charged since. Okay, let's see what I got here. $12.4. Not sure what it's going to be cranking. All right, since I've got a fuel pressure regulator with me, I think I may as well see if I can pop it on real fast, just because that thing could be gummed up from nasty old gas, because it is dropping. Hopefully it's not injectors. I just put the battery back on here. Go. Yep. Keep going. All right, try that again. Are you working the gas? Yes. All right, go ahead. All right, so it will hit off of starting fluid, but I'm gonna put this Noid light tester in. You will unhook a fuel injector and push this into the pigtail. If it lights up, you know the injector's getting the signal to open and close. I'll see if it's lighting up.
And it'll light up when that cylinder fires on.
It should, yeah. You want to hold it for about maybe 8 seconds.
Hold the starter down?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, it tried to start then.
Yeah. Try to start on 7 with a GM Noid light in it.
I mean, without the ether.
Yeah.
That's odd.
That's good.
I've been picking it up. They just take time, you know.
Yeah, there's a little pressure here. So it's getting fuel, which it must have something to do with the injectors are not turning on, because it'll hit off of the starting fluid and then it stops. So I'm just gonna change this anyways while I'm here. Already this far into it, so.
You never know, it could be a problem.
Yeah, it's common on these. Really trying hard not to drop that.
Gas,
Yeah.
just may not be regulating it right.
It's a original one, or at least the factory Ford replacement.
One of them Chinese ones, it might go take off.
Yeah. F4TE-9C968-BA. That's part number on it.
So you got a new one?
Yes.
Ouch.
Yeah, I'll hook the battery up here. See what she does. Go ahead. And it's got to be something to do with computer or something.
Pressure come back up.
Yeah.
What's it up
Right now it's about 38. You want to crank it? I'll look at it. It's just staying at that 30, 35, 38.
It ain't gonna run for you. It don't look like it.
No, I was really hoping it would. Something else going on here with it. Not pretty by any means. She's been parked so long she didn't want to come back. There's probably a couple things going on with it. Well, now it's not getting the fuel pressure it was before. Nope.
It didn't even jump to 20. But when you first turned the switch on, before you even turned it, it jumped up like the fuel pump run, then shut off.
Them injectors could be dumping fuel in the cylinder. Might not have been doing it earlier, but now it's doing it. Alright, so as you can see, we got 20 pounds of pressure now. So I'm gonna look back in the video real quick and see if it's something I've done, because it seemed like I had a lot more. Or maybe I can pull the fuel line off at the fuel filter and see if it's blocking up there. All right, as you've seen, we ran out of time on that one. That truck, it's gonna end up getting saved and restored. And the person does have a YouTube channel, so hopefully he makes a series on the restoration on that Bronco. And if he does, we'll go ahead and we'll post a link to it in the community tab. But that's one of the things you can run into on some of the fuel injected stuff that's been setting up for years and years. The fuel pump burned out on it. The gas was really nasty. So it could be fuel injectors, I think. He thinks. Could be something in the fuel pickup, but it's definitely fuel system related. So if you're gonna go ahead and try to get something that's fuel injected that's been parked for a while, just be aware that you're probably gonna have to replace most, if not all, the fuel injection, the injectors, any fuel pressure regulators. Don't forget the filter, because filter will get you. All right, so if you made it this far in the video, comment down below. Let us know what you think it is that's stopping that from running. I think it's fuel related. I pretty much guarantee it is fuel related. So I hope you liked the video, and hopefully that truck goes on to be completely restored and look as good as new, and just lives on. It's saved, it's not gonna get scrapped, so that's pretty good for me. So this right here is where we're at with Peely right now. We got the inner fender wells off. We're gonna paint those and just keep digging into it. Originally we were not gonna go this far with it, but we really like this truck. And the K20 unfortunately is gone, but we are actively searching for a square body Suburban 6.2 diesel, preferably 4-wheel drive. And please hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time. One says 4HC, this one says 2LE.
Close enough.
It's got the same part number,
Alright.
so
Might
close
have been
enough.
The Chinaman that made it.
Could have been.
It's his number.
Yeah.
Employee number.
Well, he's only 8. He can't spell his name yet, so. All kinds of stuff here. I'm gonna have to stop in here. Man, that place is big. It just keeps going and going. See all them old cars up there in the woods. Vans, trucks, everything.